What's up, everybody? Welcome to Evolution to Recovery's podcast. Please hit the subscribe button. If you didn't already, I hope you did. Happy to be here. It's right before Christmas. I don't know, dude. It's Christmas time. It's a tough time of the year. It's a tough time of the year for me. I got a guy here with me. His name's TJ.
What's up, everybody?
Tomato, dear friend, one of my best friends. And like my brother, many Christmases and Thanksgivings, I spend time at his house. Point being, we were talking and fucking around about it is that, dude, I know you. So that's why the podcast is great, though, is if I value you as a friend and I trust you, which, I'm not saying I don't trust people, but it is hard for me, I'm very cautious of people. I trust you. I will let you do I'll give you $1 million, dude, and I know you want to do nothing with it. Point being is though the people don't know you, and you have a great story to tell about certain shit. So I've been waiting to get TJ on the show, and
it was like pulling teeth.
Yeah, it's like you got to make it up. This guy's like almost like asking fucking Jeff Bezos to come on.
Don't take it. No. You know how I am. You know me more than most. It's just not my thing. Like I'm a private dude. I'm not a big social media dude. Yeah. I don't post a lot of shit. So when you asked me, I was like, yeah, I want to do it, but then I don't. Yeah. But I'm here.
Well, the thing
you're probably the only person that can get me to do it.
Yeah. I was like, well, why? I know you're a personal, like what? And he was like, how Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. I'm
Yeah, that's who I'm comparing.
Nah, he never said that shit though. He never said that. But he is a cool ass dude though. He almost could be a pro golfer.
No, I'm not that good.
Nah, but I think he is because I can't hit a fucking golf ball to say I can't even throw. I can't throw a golf ball. I can't even throw one. No.
You know how hard it is to throw a golf ball?
To throw one?
Yeah, it's so hard because it's so little and light. Yeah. You could probably only throw a golf ball 20 yards. Yo, it's so hard.
We talk about the craziest shit on the show. You talk golf ball 20 yards.
Funny story though. I had a hat on.
It with a thing.
Can I get up and show the hat, or will I mess it up?
Nah, it's against the law. In 32 states, though.
I had a hat on. Yeah. I gotta wear. Yeah, grab it, John.
Here, we're gonna grab the hat, and I'm gonna put it.
For those who know,
so people that know,
that's Masters Green. That's a serious hat. But I couldn't wear it because the green screen messed it up.
Yeah, you can't.
It looked like my head was floating.
It looks like books, but with this one, he would have books on his head. They would have been like,
so
damn.
I had to put Rob's hat on.
They would have been like, damn, he's really smart, man. He got books on his head. He would have looked like them people that carry shit on their heads, balance it out, like buckets of water and weird shit. You know what I mean? I don't know what them people are or whatever. I'm just saying that, but they're hard workers. I mean, they carry a bucket with 2 buckets and they ain't even holding
one.
Takes a lot
of practice,
bro. Yeah, bro. But so he had to change his hat. That's he had to change his hat. So anyway, like I said though, welcome to Evolution to Recovery podcast. We just jumped into shit, and that's the greatest part of this whole show, though, is that been trying to tell you is that this is all genuine, real, straight from the hip. There ain't no let's cut this out. Ain't none of that going on, dude.
That's why I like it. I'm an avid supporter. I watch every podcast.
Yeah,
I love what you're doing.
What do you think about it?
I want to say this too. I like podcasts. I'm a big podcast guy. No one's doing this. There's nothing like a recovery podcast. It's like people talk about it. There's plenty of people that are on podcasts and they talk about that they're in recovery and they do this, they do that, but no one really has a podcast that's strictly
like this,
giving the hope, the hope side of recovery. You know what I mean? You hear a lot people tell their war stories and people like that shit.
They're famous, and they're famous people a lot talking about it. You might see a Denzel or Robert Downey Jr.
They talk about it in passing, they'll mention it,
or they're giving motivational speeches.
But no one's really talking about this is what it was like. This is what could happen. Yeah. This is the hope.
Yeah, these are the things that I do now that I'm sober. That's the biggest thing. It's cool. We talk about whatever, but. And bad stuff that happened to maybe, get people people will talk about I got sober after I did all this and this happened. But what they become
after the fact.
Yeah, because it takes a lot of that takes a lot of one, it takes character. If people don't know alcoholics and addicts, everything is fear. Everything is damn, dude, I gotta try this. You're worried about failing. Like you say to even me, you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Weird stuff like that. So when somebody goes like we had Sammy on here, you're going to get into your stuff. even Tyreek, like he played for, like there's failures too that come along with stuff. And Sammy building the company and failing, trying to do it, like he failed his test. I think he was talking about it, or he's talking to me about it, but he had to go back and back, but he kept going for it. And it was scary. I remember when we studying and getting all chaotic. Point being is like, dude, it's an accomplishment. For what I'm doing is an accomplishment for the greater good of everybody. And that's the truth. Whether you can look at it any fucking way, but it is though.
Yeah.
What you do, everybody has their own accomplishments, and everybody has, like, people that come on this show, people that are in recovery that are doing good. They have accomplishments and things that they're doing are helping people. Yeah. And that's why I always say the pond, like you throw the stone in the pond and it's a ripple effect. Some people, it might help them. I have people come back, you have too, and say, damn, I should have listened to you. Damn, if I only would have did this then, now I'm doing it now though. Like, so you never know. Some people have left and died. So it's like, you got to be careful too. Also, like that fear part, there's healthy fear, there's bad fear. Sure. Sometimes, you better be worried that you're going to relapse.
Fear would always held me back. It always stopped me from getting to where I had to go or doing what I had to do to better myself. Me personally, anything worthwhile in my life came on the other side of fear. Like, I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. And then when I get to the other side, it makes it so much worse. Everything worthwhile in my life was on the opposite side of fear. Yeah. And still to today, sober, whatever, anything, if I'm held back from something, it's all fear-based. When I'm being held back and I'm not doing things that I should be doing, or it's all based on fear. And so it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. That's why I like people like you, especially. Like, you're my go-to guy when it comes to stuff like that. I get in my own way. I
Thank you.
Get in my own head. You're my greatest motivation to, like, fuck that. Like, do it anyway. You know what I mean? And you help me tremendously. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're
a lot of people are going to see this and go, "What?" Because I'm nuts too. But I appreciate that, because I am, from what I've been told. Because I don't pump myself up anyway. I really don't. A lot of people say I do, but I really don't. Though then they say I'm like angry all the time. They don't know me when I was really angry.
I know this dude.
But
his
people
name
tell me,
is
though,
Angry Rob.
Yeah, I have a lot of people tell me, you know a lot of shit. Like, I'm not a fool, dude. I thought I was a fool though. That's why I take pride in even saying that a little bit, because I beat myself up now, still, even about certain stuff. But imagine me being on drugs and all. I was crushing myself.
Well, I didn't know you on drugs.
No, but I mean, I was burying myself. Though.
So how long have I known you? I known you. I'm
you
sober.
Have 8 years?
8.5 years. But I tried getting sober probably you got sober with my dad. So I know you from then. Yeah. What's that, 12 years? You're about to have 12 years, right? So I've known you 12 years. I want to say his nickname was Angry Rob. I still have him on my phone as Angry Rob. And what's my dad called? I changed it. I just recently changed it. When you got the new
Grateful
number,
Rob?
remember you switched your number over?
Grateful Rob?
It's just Rob now.
No, I'm saying your dad. I think
my dad calls it Honest Rob.
Honest Rob.
Yeah. But you were Angry Rob for like 4 years.
I was honest too, though. I was angry, honest,
and honest,
honest, angry. I don't know. It sounds. I don't know. Like Faffy was like, he was like, AR. I was like, what'd you say to me, dude? Like, I didn't know what he was saying. Yeah, I didn't know what he was saying. I thought he was like saying I look like a pirate because he was going, AR. I'm like, dude, what, dude? Like, oh man, I was mad about everything back then. But he's like, dude, AR, Angry Rob. I'm like, oh,
that's a classic.
Well, it sounds cool too,
Yeah, it
like, not that I like guns or nothing, and I ever had any, but I'm just saying, like, AR. Like,
you like Boardwalk Empire?
Huh? Yeah, I loved it.
AR.
Nucky Thompson.
What'd you calls Luciano calls Rothstein AR.
Yeah.
AR.
What was his name? Arnold
Rothstein.
It's made the dude better. Dude, he couldn't swallow a pool ball.
That's
a real story, though. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. And so I forget what the hell happened. I think he choked.
He bet the dude that he couldn't do it.
He fixed the World Series.
No. You know what that story is? So this dude used to do a bar trick. He used to swallow the ball, like the regular ones, not the cue ball.
Okay.
And Arnold Rothstein bet him that he couldn't do the cue ball
because it's a little bigger.
And he knew it was like a centimeter bigger, and he wouldn't have been able to do it. And the dude tried to do it and died. He took all his money.
Yeah. He fixed the World Series.
I just watched that show again. Yeah, he did.
I watched the thing on like Johnny Tour, whatever. And all that. It don't matter to me, none of that.
It's a good show.
I mean, all the movies and all are great.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Besides that, though, they're good. They're good directors that made them. Besides that, though, As far as I'm concerned, I didn't even know the mafia existed. I thought that was all fake. I didn't even know there was one.
It is what it is.
You know. Yeah. So that's the end of that conversation for all it sounds. But yeah, but anyway though, yeah. So I met you. When I had.
I want to say you had about a year because you got
3 marbles and a pack of matches in my pocket. No, I'm just kidding, dude. Nah, you didn't have a year, did you?
No, you had a year.
Oh yeah, because you came in. Remember? You took a break.
I was in and out for a little bit.
Yeah. And your
but
dad
you
was
and my
worried.
dad clicked.
I remember your dad worried, bro. I remember him talking to me about it.
I put them to the ringer.
But then you came back though, you know, and yeah, I knew you. Remember, I was driving around, I was listening to Meek Mill all loud and all, like you, because you got to think, I'm 41, and you're 31.
Yeah.
So now you're going back 8.5 years or whatever, maybe even more. When did you first come in? Like what, 10 years? You would say? Like
I was probably around 20, 21 when I
first
tried.
Yeah, so 11 years ago or whatever. Yeah, think of that, 20 years old.
Yeah,
and like, I mean, honestly though, like even like
a
lot of people were like, this dude's nuts.
I think I remember having a conversation with you one time, and I was still out there, like probably the darkest time I ever, like the worst of the worst. And you said something to me like, "What are you doing? Like, you're gonna come back?" And I looked at you like, "Nah."
Yeah.
And you were like, "All right."
Yeah.
Like you knew I wasn't. Like you weren't gonna. We were
weren't
gonna
ready.
drag me by my ears. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
you weren't ready.
No. But shortly after, I got sober. Shortly after that.
Yeah.
Not too much longer.
No, yeah, and you came in. You know, you were nuts.
Yeah. I could still be a little.
Where were you working then?
I don't even know.
The thing. Yeah,
I started working.
You were working at what the fuck?
At the car?
Yeah.
No, I started working there. I was sober when I got my first year sober. I worked there, but then honestly, I started working when I was like, first job I ever had. I was like 14.
Yeah.
From 14 to 23, I had about 70 different jobs. I couldn't keep a job. I couldn't keep a job. Like I had a problem. Like people telling me what to do, I would just walk out.
I'm gonna bring it up, because I know you, dude. So it's like easy to talk to you. You had a job in the union, right?
I did. 57.
Were you using back then?
Oh, I was nuts.
What were you doing when you were working there?
Nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
My uncle got me the job.
Oh, okay.
If you ask my uncle right now, he'll tell you that I was by far the worst laborer that he ever had, that he ever hired. I used to do crazy shit, dude.
Yeah.
I used to just leave. They would look for me. I'd be gone for hours. Like we have like a half-hour lunch break. I'd be gone for like 2.
Is there like what was your job though? Like was there like safety and all? Like,
but that's what I was the flag guy. I used to flag the trucks in, like the concrete trucks would come in and they would have to pour.
Yeah.
And I would have to flag them in direct traffic. I worked in a refinery, so the security was like high security, safety guys.
I couldn't get a job there. You know that?
Oh yeah, because you're.
Yeah, I have terroristic threats on my record, so people know.
There. After 9/11, they shut them down.
They what do you call that? To get the TWIC card.
The CAT card. Oh no, TWIC card.
Yeah, but what is that? It's a federal Homeland Security background check. They found me.
I don't even remember. I had to go somewhere.
I didn't even do it. I sound like the other.
I
didn't even do it. I don't know why. I have no clue.
But yeah, I was the flagger. I was the flag section. They would catch me like I would throw rocks in the air and hit them with the flag.
Yeah.
Then I would go in a poor body and like just
go
missing for hours.
Yeah.
My uncle, I tortured him.
He's snapping out. Because even a regular foreman though would be snapping out.
Yeah, they were.
I was in the
union. But he always had my back, of course, and he helped me. Like,
I was working in the union. I'm working down 11th and Norris, and I'm going to work. And then I was late one day, and I'm like, all right. It was like 10 minutes. Second day, it happened again. Third day, the foreman freaks out. He's like, "Yo, bro!" He's yelling. I'm like, "What, dude?"
Yeah.
Like he's wrong. I'm like, "What, dude?" So then we're moving the fence. He's like, "What's up, dude? You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude. You just yelled." He was like, "Dude, you can't be late. Everybody's gonna try to do it. I don't even care. Let it go. Let it go." I'm like, "I can't. This is how nuts I can." I said to him, "He went, what?" I went, "I don't know, dude." He said, "Well, just grab the fence and let's carry it." I'm like, "All right then." He didn't even want to argue. I wanted to argue with him. I was trying to start an argument. He didn't want to argue. He's cool with me. It's nuts, insane. But yeah, dude. So pretty much though, Yeah, so I meet you there though, like you're saying. No, that was a crazy time, dude. So I meet you, you're there, and now you're coming up. You said you got eight and a half years. Now you're coming up on 9 years sober.
Yeah. June.
Yeah, and back then, where did you live though?
I grew up on
Like
12th and Renner.
when you came
With
in
my
though, who were you
parents.
living with? Your
I lived
parents
with
and
my
all?
parents, yeah.
Mhm.
So my first attempt at getting sober, I was like 20, I want to say 21, 22 maybe.
Now
No,
why?
I got sober when I was 23. So I was probably like 21.
Yeah, but why
And
were
then
you even trying to get sober though?
it was bad.
Well, you
It
just
was
kept
bad. It was bad.
yeah,
It got dark quick.
yeah.
So and then like I bounced around a little bit, in and out, and then I wound up getting sober and staying sober. I was 23.
Now, what you were? I know you were, but like, so you were like the dude that went down the shore, like South Philly, like you're from South Philly,
Yeah.
so you're the dude. Like all your friends would go down the
Yeah.
shore,
every summer.
like
I grew
down
up.
the shore.
I was
Yeah,
down the
you're
shore.
down
My parents
Wildwood,
would
right?
rent a place every summer.
Always
We would go
Wildwood
down.
though, right?
Wildwood, yeah.
Yeah.
So no, there was actually a couple years, like from 18 to 2020,
Mhm.
we did Margate. Me and my friends did Margate. It was easier to go out, like because when I was 17, my
Go out
brother,
and
I have
what?
an older brother, you know Frankie,
Yeah, go out and what? Like bars?
like bars and
Oh,
clubs and shit. It was easier to go out in Margate in Atlantic City with a fake ID.
yeah.
But I had my fake ID was basically a real ID. It was my brother. We were identical at the time. So when he was 21, Frankie, when he was 21, I was 17.
Yeah.
For my 17th birthday, he gave me his ID. And
Really?
that was when. So I was like partying before
Damn you,
that.
Frank.
God,
Nah.
talk about torture
Yeah.
somebody. I tortured Frankie.
Since you bring him up, though, I'm going to say though, Frank, phenomenal dude,
Yeah,
stand-up guy.
He really is the best.
Yeah, has a beautiful son.
Yeah, just turned 1
Mm-hmm.
yesterday.
Happy birthday! You want to give a shout out? Say the name,
Frankie Jr.
Yeah, Frankie Jr.
I love it, buddy.
Yep. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
But when
Frank,
he gave me his ID, and I was partying before that, but that was when then like it became next level.
You all right with me saying your last name on here?
Yeah.
All right, Biondo. Frankie Jr. Biondo. I had to because I honestly, that's what I'm saying. I just usually say whatever, but
they're gonna say it on Facebook.
Yeah,
anyway.
But so you had the ID though. You were able to go in the bars and all that kind of shit.
One story. So I never.
One story. Yeah.
I never ever got denied. One time I got denied with Frankie's ID.
What, they noticed? Like they noticed it wasn't
the guy didn't think it was me. So we're in the Brigada. We're going to Monday Night Murmur. It was like the back
because all the casinos are down there.
Yeah, and all the clubs. Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah.
So Monday Night Murmur was the big thing back then. So we're going. The guy looks at my ID. He's like, "This ain't you." I said, "What? What do you mean it ain't me?" "This ain't you." I said, "Buddy, it's me."
Yeah.
So they ask all the questions, and it's my brother. I know them like the back of my hand. I know the whole ID. So I give him one. He said, "No, you're not coming in. It's not me." I said, "Buddy, listen, I'm not leaving without my ID. Give me my ID. I won't come in, but give me my ID back." "No, it's fake. I'm taking it, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Well, how do I get it back?" He said, "You got to go to the cops." So now we're walking. I'm with all my brother's friends at the time. They're not going to leave me. So I'm like, you know what? Where's a cop? I go get a cop in the casino, and I tell him the story. This dude took my ID. It's me. And I said to him, too, I said, "Officer, honestly, I lost a little weight. I have a drug problem. But that ID's me.
Yeah.
Like, he's not taking it." The cop comes over, looks at it. I recite the whole ID for him. He asked me my social security number. Now, I don't know Frankie's social.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, "Officer, honestly, I don't know it off the top of my head, but you could call my mom, and she'll tell you."
Yeah.
Right? So now I'm like, it's like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Your mom's gonna call my mom. I was like, "Officer, it's late. She's sleeping. Can I call her so she don't get nervous that a cop's calling her, and then I'll give you the phone?" He's like, "Yeah, that's it. Yeah." So I call her.
Oh, God.
I say, "Ma, they don't believe that the ID's me because of the weight I lost. I need you to tell them my social. It's in the back room on my nightstand."
Yeah.
Now, the back room at the time is Frankie's room.
Yeah.
Frankie was living with my parents still, too. She whispers, "What do you need, Frankie's social?" I say, Yeah. I give the phone back to the cop. She tells the social.
Lisa don't play no games.
Cop grabbed the ID, gave it right back to me.
Really?
Yeah, I got
and then
the
did
ID
you go in?
Nah.
Oh,
he was salty. He wouldn't let me back in.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
man.
I cursed him out. I said,
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. His mom's an ace.
No, and the whole time, one of Frankie's friends is behind me. He's like, "Yo, you know that's not you, right?" Like he's telling me, like,
Yeah. Like, nah, shut up, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got this, bro. Ain't nobody telling me shit.
I got it back, bro.
That's how. Yeah. I mean, dude, I could tell stories on this fucking thing for days.
I know.
You know, I'm sure you can too.
That's innocent. That's it. That's not too.
No,
I
that
don't
ain't
want to get
bad. Nah, you ain't got to get into war stories or nothing like that. But
that's a good story.
you went down there and tortured the whole goddamn shore with you and your friends, basically. Right? That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, we had a
he
good
don't want to
time.
talk about it.
We had a good time.
Respectfully,
We weren't
Nah, he's
like
good kids.
But yeah,
I never had an experience like that though. Like I went down the shore, but there's a lot of things that I'll never do that I never done. Like I never went in like down the, like that, like in clubs like where
you did a lot of shit that people never done.
Bad thing,
but you have experiences.
I do, but what I'm saying is like
I know
like for instance, like I never went to like an island and drank. I never like, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, this ain't about me, but I just went to Florida like what was it last year?
When you were sober.
Yeah, and that's the first time I ever even been on a flight though. I never even been on a plane up until
that time.
The only flight I was doing is my Nike flights, you know what I mean? And I was running through Bay and Indy like a fucking wild Indian. You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. No,
your story's wild.
Yeah.
I think we gotta do something.
What do you want to do?
Like flip the script, flipped it.
What, you want to get up now and flip it?
No, we'll do it. That's another episode.
That would be fucking nuts.
So we did it in the middle of it.
Yeah. All right, now you go.
Yeah, because you got a story to tell. You really do.
I don't even know. I mean, dude, I need to. Yeah. Anyway, I need somebody that knows how to like talk because I got so much shit to talk about. It's nuts. I ain't gonna talk about nothing anybody did or nothing goofy like that because it don't even matter. A lot of people I know are dead, dude. Like it wouldn't even matter. A lot of them are already convicted of, stuff, and they're already in jail for life, and a lot of people, and then other people are dead.
Like the people you hung with, the people you ran with.
Yeah, I mean, the one dude chopped his dad up and put his head in the freezer. I hung with his brother. I was around him though, and tried to feed him to the dog. Dude, yeah. And then it didn't work. The dog,
dude, the stories.
The dog didn't want to eat the body, bro.
The things that I know about you, it's a movie. It's things you see in movies. Yeah, the stuff you tell me. Yeah.
And I thought I was living normal all these years. Damn, nah, but dude, think about that though.
That's wild.
You want to talk about a sick shit?
That's like a Tarantino movie.
Yo, bro, the dude was trying to feed his dad to the dog. The dog wouldn't eat him though.
That's wild,
right? But he's collecting his check, so he's like, he goes next door, knocks on the neighbors. Do you have a shovel? The lady's like, gives him the shovel. She's thinking, wait a minute. She's thinking Louis barking. She's thinking like, wait a minute, I haven't seen his father. They're collecting the check.
That's how he got caught?
The cop, So the brother goes there and goes to the jail after he gets caught. They find him on the roof, sunburnt and shit. He was on the roof. They couldn't find him. He was laying on the roof. Oh. They're looking out the window. He's up against the thing like diagonal. They find him. He's in jail. They say that the brother goes, yo. He goes, what's up? He goes, what's up, dude? You killed daddy. He's like, I know. If I never asked that fucking neighbor for that shovel, he didn't give a fuck.
Wow.
Lost, dude.
Why'd they do it?
Because they were smoking crack, and I guess
lost it.
Shit happened.
Damn.
Shit happens when you smoke crack. Like the one dude, like even real quick, I'll tell another story. Dude in my neighborhood, he's getting high. He's smoking crack with his brother. He's convicted of this murder.
He's in jail like for life.
But both of them. So it ain't no big, like everybody knows it. It's in the papers. If I said their names,
you can look it up.
You can look it up. Yeah. But you can look it up. I don't even want to give a name. I don't give a fuck. It's just crazy story. But I will if somebody tries to question it and comment on it. I'll fucking give you his name. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, he lying. But the dude smoking crack with his brother, dude, and he has $20 to get to work the next day. They're up for 2 days on the weekend, whatever it is, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He's like, I need that to go to work. He beat his brother with a hammer to death.
God.
And took the $20.
Like that's what I'm saying. That's
his own brother.
That shit you see in movies.
I'm like, dude, like what? Now this kid I used to hang with. This kid used to light cats on fire, dude.
Yeah. Well,
they had hung some this issues. Kid. Listen, the Puerto Ricans from Rose Hill and Rose Hill and Westmoreland, and like being like all up that way. I went to school at Stetson when I was a kid, up at being Allegheny. You know what I mean? I hung up being Indy, Kipping Indy, shit like Bonut and Indy, whatever. So dude, that the Puerto Ricans grabbed him because he was nuts. He would always talk shit.
This same kid?
Yeah, I'm sitting here telling him, yeah, it's nuts. But I feel like I took over a little bit in the thing, and I try to stay disciplined. But they got them hanging from the rafters, but they're rotted. There was all these garages there. If you go up to like, it's like right past McVeigh. There used to be all garages there. They got them hanging. They leave them there hanging, bro. Right? They string them up, dude. They get them, string them up, tie it, and they leave, run. And the thing breaks, dude. And
oh shit!
He beats his brother to death with a hammer years later. They kill him. Oh man, that's a sin. Yeah. Oh man, he killed his brother. That's a sin. Nobody knows what way life's going, is what I'm saying. Yeah. You could get messed up on drugs, dude, and never make it back from whatever way. You know, and there's a lot of stories.
We know plenty of people that happened.
It's a lot of stories, but yeah, dude was nuts.
Or people do get sober, don't maintain.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It is what it is.
So, yeah, I mean, wow.
It's a reality. I was just having a conversation with somebody. That's the reality of it, especially today. Like, when I went and got high, when I used to get high, like, I just was going to get high. Yeah. Now it's, you want to go get high, like, it's 50-50. The stuff you're doing today. You're playing Russian roulette.
It might be, yeah. I mean,
it might be higher. You might have a better chance of dying than you do surviving.
You know the crazy thing is with fentanyl and all, is that I said fentanyl and all. It's but one day it could be 100%. The next day you could have 0%. It's like that rapid. Like you could 100%. Like you're just high. Like you're a guy that gets high. Say high, and you're not going to die, but you're just messing your life up. You're all screwed up. You might get them sores on you. But then the next day you might have 0 chance of living by just doing one day. And it crushes me. Like I'm getting emotional on fucking camera. It don't even matter. I dealt with something that bothers me still to today. That I dream about. Like even my family, but they didn't die. A lot of my family didn't die from fentanyl. They died from whatever. Like heroin.
Yeah, I mean, listen. If you're doing heroin, you still could die. I'm not. Don't get me wrong.
No, man, come on, help me out here. I'm ready to cry. Talk, take. Come on, you gotta save me here now.
Like heroin still kills you, but I'm saying the scariest part about it is I remember the first time I did it. Now, when I got sober, I'm sober 8.5 years. So, like, I just say 10 years ago is when it first started coming around.
You like kind of missed it, right?
Thank God.
Yeah.
But it just started hitting the scene. Like, no one really knew what it was. It was easier to hide. And they weren't doing it. Like, they were still disguising it as, like,
oh, it's a bad, like, or whatever.
It wasn't like now you're going to cop fentanyl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, then you were going to
cop. Heroin had fentanyl on it.
Yes.
Now it's a straight fentanyl.
But I wasn't even doing heroin at the time. The first time I did it, I was doing ox. I was doing 30s, and
Percocet pills, basically.
Yeah,
but there's stronger ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so I'm going to cop like I usually do every day, and it was a good friend of mine. He's like, "Yo, I got these new ones." So I go and see them, and I look and I said, "Dude, these are dead fake."
Yeah.
He said, "Bro, go do them right now and tell me if they're fake." I never felt nothing like that ever in my life.
Or you like whacked out, like smoked. It's not even the same.
The scariest part about it is my next words to him was, "Every time you have them, call me instantly."
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Why it made you like smash?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I want.
Yeah, it's so strong.
Yeah, and I'm not used to doing it, so it's a new thing. Yeah, that's it.
I got screwed up for a little bit taking it. Like even like it ain't that kind of fentanyl, but like the fentanyl morphine patches. When we were traveling all over and we were doing dumb shit, whatever. Anyway, we had a lot of fentanyl morphine patches, and we would pop them, and suck them. Yeah. But dude, they were like it would make so I don't know what the fuck. It would be like Percocet high or whatever. We're talking about drugs, but like which is cool, but like cool about talking about it. I'm saying not cool to do them. No, it's not cool to fucking do them. That's all point.
Ruin my life.
But Yeah, it fucked. You know, it didn't. It made your life
We
great.
can talk about it now because we're on the
Yeah,
other
that's
side
what I'm
of it.
saying.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the whole point of the thing.
But
That's the whole point of the podcast.
But now it looks like a whole nother fucking high. Like, do you ever see them? Like people are
bad,
like,
man.
they look like they're walking dead. Like they're like doing weird.
And then
shit
what's the stuff
moving.
called that it's cut with too?
Trank.
Yeah, but what's the name?
Xylazine.
Xylazine. That's
Yeah,
it.
Xylazine.
The sores it gives.
It's bad, bro.
And someone was telling me like you don't even have to inject it.
No, you
to
can
get them sores because it's such a foreign substance that someone was explaining this to me.
Your body can't take it,
and it tries to exit your body any way possible. So, like, say you like have cracks on your hands or like a paper cut,
a pimple, anything,
it will come out of that and cause that infection.
Yes. So you could have like a little pimple on your leg,
and in a week it will be the size of your calf.
Yeah.
It's like black. That's nasty. Then they're living on the street.
They're telling me that even like some people 6 months later, sober, they start getting infections.
Yeah, because it's still trying to exit. Yeah.
They like don't leave or something like that. So it's bad, dude. I mean, so yeah, it's just terrible, dude. It's terrible.
It really is.
And I was like, people were like, how do you fix that though? Like with all the people in Kensington, I'm like, you know what? The worst thing an alcoholic addict don't want to do is go through when you're out there is go through withdrawal.
Yeah, absolutely.
No loitering. Take them for 72 hours.
Yeah. Let them feel the pain.
Yeah. Now people will be like, yeah, but when they get out, they'll go use it and then they'll die. Like, listen, they might die when they're out there. The point being is though they will maybe get help and they won't be all in one area where it's a disease. They're getting disease. Yeah. Bro, I seen somebody. This is no bullshit, dude. They're you know how they give the clean needles out and all that stuff. Whatever. The thing is though is I seen somebody open a needle when I was down there giving shit out the one day. They had to do needle, used it, and handed it to somebody else, and they used it. And then the other dude was like, "Yo, clean is it? Come hit me in my neck with this." 3 people, same needle. So it's like,
how clean is it?
You know why? Because it's new. The needle's new. You know what I mean? So it's better. Yeah. Really, but better to use. I'm saying to do it, not like where it's like using like a friggin'
but like they give out the clean needles.
What's your thoughts on all that kind of shit? If you don't
listen, I understand it. I really do I get the concept of it, and the people who do it, I think their intentions are good. Like I really do think it's a good cause. Like they're trying to help. Me personally, from my own experience, I needed to feel pain. Like it couldn't be comfortable for me. It couldn't be easy for me. I feel like it makes it so easy for a guy to just live on the street, get what he has to get for free, and do what he has to do.
So when you say that, though, like even me, like when I say, because I say stuff like that, I'm not saying, oh, people have to go like suffer. That ain't what you're saying. You're saying, no, but everything that you've done made you get to the point
where I am now.
Why do you believe that?
Unfortunately, this is the unfortunate thing about like drug addicts, alcoholics, and being in recovery. At least through my experience. The unfortunate thing is the only thing that was going to motivate me in the getting sober and staying sober was the pain that I had to go through, the suffering of how I felt and the things I was doing and how I was living. That is what motivated me to get sober. Even that wasn't enough. Like there's still things that I have to do after. I have to do. I have to put the footwork in. The help's there. I just have to access it. That's the unfortunate thing, that pain is the motivator for people. Like for me, pain was the motivator.
Yeah, that's what helped.
So if it was comfortable, if it was easy,
you'd have kept doing
I wouldn't have felt the pain. I wouldn't have had that
You'd have kept doing it.
Yeah.
If nothing was going wrong.
Listen, even though they're giving out free needles and they're still living on the street. Like they're still going through pain. Yeah. Like I'm not saying these people aren't suffering, but
they do that because of disease-wise is why I said what I said. But
it's all
harm reduction.
Harm reduction. Yeah, and I understand it. I really do think it's a good thing. Do I think it's an answer? No. But if it could save one person from getting a disease, if it could save one person's life, maybe then I don't think that people have any wrong intentions for what they're doing. I think it's a good idea. I don't think it's the end all be all. I don't think it's the answer. But
do you know what I think?
Yeah.
I know that sounds. You're
gonna tell me anyway.
Like, I think I used to do it. Yo, listen. I think that it's awkwardly weird, right? That people in California could hear about Kensington Philadelphia, PA,
Oh, wow.
right? You know what I mean?
It's world known.
Yeah, it's boom. I mean, there's videos that go up of people nodding out that got way more views than I got. People like to see shit like that. Not
Yeah,
like they wish pain on them. I'm not saying that, but they want to. Oh shit!
It's
Damn.
intriguing. It
Yeah,
is interesting.
it's crazy because it's like, whoa, that really happened somewhere. Every outside county around Philadelphia, you can call on the phone to a rehab with your government medical,
and get in. Yeah,
and
I
get
heard you
in.
talk about this.
Yeah, here where it's everybody's like, man, Kensington, this, that. You got to go to an assessment center. Why? Weird. It's very uncomfortably weird to me because I feel like, yo, dude.
Well, you know more. You know more about that side than I do.
Well, they don't know that when an addict gets sick. Now, for instance, you take them off to that thing, like I was saying, right? You can't stand here. You got to come with us. The cops get them, obviously, but they're not arresting them. You're not under arrest. Now they're holding them against their free will, though, but they're allowed to up to, I think, 48 hours or whatever they do. Don't even matter. They could charge them or not. You know what I mean? But they might get help. I ain't going through this. They got me off of the street, though. Have a shower in there. Of course, monitor it. I'm just saying, feed them. Whatever. In there, though. Letting them know, like, dude, you can't hang out here no more. But we have the option for you to get help now. Now you have a social worker in there telling them, like, why they get them off the street. It's hard to get people off the street. Yo, we can get you away.
Do you think, now, like I said, you know, because you work in this field, and what he does is, I say it firsthand, he saves hundreds and thousands of people's lives. He really does. But you know more about that than I do. What do you think, what's the solution to it? Right? So the way I understand it is it's an insurance thing, right? The reason why in Philadelphia County, the reason why someone who doesn't have private insurance, right now, everyone doesn't have private insurance. It's a luxury that I was very fortunate to have.
But I never had that. Well, I did have it, but I never used it. I was in the union.
But you were sober.
I went to the dentist. I never even went to the doctor all them years.
Well, my dad was a union guy, so I was covered. But
it's good insurance.
Yeah, it was good insurance. But so the way I understand it is if you don't have private insurance, you have to go to an assessment center, and then the assessment center places you into a state-run or a state-run facility.
Yeah, like anywhere that takes it.
The issue is it's such a big. There's so many people that there's either the assessment centers don't have the capability of handling that many people, or there's not enough beds for them to get placed. Like, so what is it more state-run facilities that need to be open? Are there more assessment centers that need to be open? Like, what do you think the answer is?
I know this from being in the industry is that even with private insurance, when you go to even like an outpatient, whatever, they assess you. They go over.
Yeah, but they do it right there.
But I'm saying, like, what's your drug history? Even an outpatient, I'm saying. When you go to rehab, like say RCA or Pinelands or wherever you go, Florida, California, it don't matter where you go, you got private insurance. They assess you. They ask you all these questions. You know what I mean? They take your blood pressure.
Like, why can't they just do it there? You're saying?
Why not? So they charge for that, though. They charge insurance for doing that assessment. The rehab does.
Yeah.
The outpatient does. Philadelphia County, once they get the money for it, then send them to the. So they're eliminated so the city can get money.
Yeah,
and
but
making people wait, though, it's unproductive. It's backward. You follow?
But doesn't the state-run rehab, don't they get the money from the insurance too?
No. They try. But the problem is, like Mount Vernon and all, when they go to try to get their money from doing an assessment, CBH, because it's CBH, the assessment centers in Philly are ran by CBH.
Okay.
The thing is, though, is that they don't pay them.
Really?
Yeah, so obviously the rehab ain't going to take you because they're not getting paid for that, which is the place that's taking care of you, though. The assessment center never even does anything for you. You wait there, they do it, then they ship you out. Yeah. So it's like, why is that there?
Yeah,
so
why even?
It's not helping. That don't make no damn sense.
No, it don't. It definitely don't.
And it does. It pisses me off. I mean, it does. I don't know. I know this. I mean, since you.
So are you saying like a solution to it? Because couldn't it be a matter of just they're overwhelmed?
Well, they could build another rehab.
Yeah, like is that like another facility, another assessment center, like that, so they can house more people, they can help more people.
Well, like you did when you went to rehab, like or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Just do it like that.
Just
do it
do
how
it
they do
at
it.
the place where they can take. You're going there anyway. So when you get
That's
there,
a
they got to
whole nother
retake
issue.
your vitals, the blood pressure.
Why not just do it there and give them a bed?
Just give them bed.
Yeah.
Get them there. And if you have outside the county, like Magellan or whatever it is, whatever now it is, they send a car for you, bro. Like you're in private, like you got private insurance.
Oh, you're saying the counties do that, even if
The
they
rehab,
have
the rehab will send. Like if you have Delaware
like
County
Delaware
or
County.
Montgomery or Bucks, or they'll send a car to pick you up because they
Really?
pay for it.
So they treat it like a
Well, they know that they're saving money that way.
but
them counties are saving money.
Not that the counties aren't packed, like the rehabs in the counties ain't packed. Of course, they definitely are. But do you think Philly has more of the like? There's more people flooding these rehabs and assessment centers in Philly than there is in the counties. Like, do you think it's easier in the counties?
I think there is a lot more people. Like there is a lot of people. No, I think people are going to rehab from everywhere. But I think that the problem is there is a lot of people messed up because you got Kensington right there.
Yeah.
And whatever. So yeah, they're going to be overloaded, but every single like hospital has if you go to like a hospital, they got a crisis center, then they got like the net. They have places that do it. Dude, and even on top of it, when they go, now they got to go through that. And of course they're getting sick. Now you have somebody that don't know about, and I'm saying it, some of them do now. I mean, obviously, if you worked in a crisis center, you have experience with it. But there are people, we don't know I don't know if they believe in people getting sober or whatever they believe in, but I know people on the other side that are going there when they go to and they're treating them like shit.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on. They don't understand the addiction part of it. They work, they get good money, which they're supposed to. They're looking for a career. They went to school and shit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, show some respect for an alcoholic addict. This could be somebody's mother, father. It could be a doctor, bro. It could be anybody. I'm not saying a doctor would have private insurance, but still.
No, I get you. I know exactly
dude, we deserve respect like everybody else, dude. Yeah. Like, I ain't cool, man. You don't like that'd be like me meeting somebody in a meeting and be like, "You loser." Like, what? Yeah, like, dude, why you treat them like that?
And for people who never seen it, we're talking about Kensington and how crazy it is. Like, there's no words to describe how bad that is.
No,
that it's really insane. I keep saying like things like that. If you ever watch The Wire, it puts The Wire to shame.
Yeah, it's almost like the scenes close, though. Amsterdam is almost close to K&A.
Where's that?
What?
Amsterdam?
No, Amsterdam.
What's that?
Where in The Wire, where they put everybody.
Oh, that's what they call it. Yeah.
Remember, it was like all crazy.
It's kind of the same thing.
It is.
It's it really is, just bigger. Yeah, they put everyone in like in a radius.
They did it though.
I know.
They're doing it.
Yeah, they're doing it in places.
I'm saying our police commissioner, like they can't put somebody in that look like a 4-block area.
They're like doing it without doing it. Now,
wait, they don't know? They come on. They know that who's selling drugs up there. They know where they're selling the drugs.
Bro, there's cops on the corner watching people shoot up. Yeah,
like
it's nuts.
Yeah,
they have to be told. They have to be told to do that. Like, they don't want to overflood the jails. Like, yeah.
So get them help. Take away the assessment center. Get them right in
put them right in treatment. Yeah,
and let them know they can't hang.
And
listen, letting them live.
We were talking about this a couple of days ago, and another sad reality of this thing, right? And I know you're not a sports guy.
No, you're good.
But it's like
thanks, Steve.
But baseball,
you're not
baseball.
Thanks.
If you hit 3 out of 10, if you get a hit 3 out of 10 at bats, you're a Hall of Famer, right? That don't sound too crazy, but
you're batting 300.
30%.
You're batting 300, right?
You're batting 300. Yeah, you heard that saying before. You're batting 300.
Well, batting 1,000, it's like, you're really doing great. It's like, you're jerking somebody off. Yeah, you're doing great. You're batting 1,000.
The sad reality of this thing is it's an uphill battle. You're not going to save everybody. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's been going on since since Man Crushed Grapes. This thing has been.
Oh the book, yeah.
And the whole purpose of like what you're doing, and like I say, I'll say it again, your program, I see it firsthand. You do the most. You're saving lives, and if you don't think that, you are. So I want to tell you that. But
the way I feel about how I'm talking about, that's how I feel about my program.
Like, I know that's why you do it. I know you're serious about it. But
fuck that.
If this, like we're talking about, like assessment centers, what's the solution? How do you fix? If you could save one more person, job well done. The percentages that it's against you in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're batting 300, you're way more than a Hall of Famer in this thing. The percentages are way lower than that. But the whole purpose is if like we can do something to help and save one more person, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Like I ain't gonna say to people like, there's this girl though, Bridget. She's back in her kid's life. She got her kid back, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All the way from Florida. She got her kid back. She got her own house.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
like shit like that, dude. Like the dude, everybody knows him on Facebook and everything and whatever. Spock. They call him Spock.
He's the man.
He is the man.
Yeah.
He's got to get married, 5 years sober. Like, so.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're so passionate about it because that's just what you do.
He was my manager, Spock.
You see it every day. People's lives change for the better. So, of course, you're going to be, and I am too. I mean, you do it way more.
People say too, though, like the thing is, though, it'll be like, oh, yo, we heard he treated this guy like this, or he did, you know, people always talk shit. The thing is to know a human being, right? And know, like, all right, dude, this dude's a little, you know what I mean? Like, you got to go about things a different way with this dude to be able to talk to him, to get through to him. Something like me, like the firefighter, I'll say, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't getting into putting people's names out there because I don't know if their families want it. But he's like, listen, kid, you got to, and I'm sitting on a little stone wall, and he's like, you got to, like, get it out of your head. I'm like looking at him. I said, what, dude? Yeah. What are you saying? He said, get the fuck out of your head.
Yeah, you need.
He said, take your thumb out of your wrist and stick it in your mouth. And he's screaming at me. He's going, wah, 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 like that. You're like a big baby, he's telling me. Now, this guy's 60, whatever age he is. Yeah. And I said, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Now I understand. Because if he was like, oh, yo, listen, man, let me give you a hug. Get the fuck away from me, buddy.
But I'll tell you this, though. I had, my experiences, I had both. And I needed both. I needed the guy to kick me in the ass, and I needed a guy to pat me in the back.
But that guy that pats you in the back, though, is a certain guy that you meet that and you feel you trust.
And there's a way to do it, too, because I'm more of a, like, you're more like down your throat, in a good way, I'm saying. Like, loud, tell you how it is. I'll tell you how it is in more of a softer way.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it. When I say pat on the back, I'm not saying, like, oh, everything's going to be okay.
No, but it's like good cop, bad cop in a sense. Like,
but
the guys
my first guy was sit down, shut up, you don't know shit, and just sit there and learn.
People criticize that, though.
I needed that.
Right? They criticize it.
Everyone's different. Everyone's experience is different.
No, but the truth, this is what I'm saying, though, is I believe nowadays people are accidentally watering stuff down.
Yeah.
I'm out there, I'm using YouTube, running full steam ahead. You either go to rehab, whatever. A guy like me, cold turkey for 19 days. Thinks I know everything. I'm confused now. Whoa, I don't know shit. I got nothing. Nothing's going right. I lost my job. I burned a company to the ground. I thought I was some fake-ass drug dealer cornball. You know, I wake up after 19 days. I go, what do I know? Why is it bad that somebody tells me, like, yo, kid,
you don't know shit,
and flip a book open to a blank page and say, that's what you know?
Here's another thing, though, too. I was told that before and didn't hear it. Like, it came a time when the pain was so great.
Yeah, but when they told you before, what did you say? Like,
beat it.
Honestly,
beat it. Like, who the F you think you are?
Yeah.
You know, like that, because that was my attitude. It got to a point where I was so broken that when someone said it to me, it registered. Yeah. He's right. I don't know shit.
Right place, right time.
It was for me. It was pain. Yeah. I was at the point where, like, you hear it all the time. Enough is enough. Sick and tired, being sick and tired. So at that point, I heard it, and then I put the footwork in. Then I did what I had to do. Still to today, do what I have to do to stay sober.
You ever have somebody tell you, like, yo, kid, get it now? You know, get it now while you can, because
yeah.
You know how many people say that? Like, you're a fucking asshole, dude. Whatever. You don't know what you're talking about. They knew exactly what they were talking about. They knew that they were stuck in a fucking trap in their mind that took them 50 years
for so
or whatever.
Long. Yeah, like,
you know, and now they're like, God damn, dude.
I wish I would have been able to get it then. Yeah.
And they mean it, though.
Absolutely.
Like, it ain't like, you know,
with all their heart.
Voice a little bit. Like, and it's good voice, you know. But this ain't even a voice. This is like life experience. Like, yo, go get it, kid.
You know how many times people... My whole family's sober. Yeah, you know that. Like, I have a lot of family members that are sober. And they all got sober later in life. I got sober at 23. I hear it all the time. Like, I wish I would have been able to do it when you did.
Yeah, you did.
You know what I mean?
You got sober young.
I was 23, yeah.
Now, you know, I went to jail when I was 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
And I wind up getting like 5.5 years.
Yeah. I
And
didn't know you that. I didn't know
well,
you
I
yet.
was saying that I was about to come up on 6 years or whatever,
Yeah.
but I lied. I was lying. I didn't really even have the right amount of time. I was bullshitting, and you know, people say holding it in.
Yeah,
It started to bother me though, because I felt like a fraud every time. Like that's why when I came in, like of course I lied. I didn't tell the truth. I wasn't honest. That's why when I came in snapping, I was vain.
Yeah.
But so I lost my train of thought.
You had to stretch. You were saying you had 6 years, but you were lying.
Oh, but yeah, so I went to my bad. Sorry, everybody.
All good.
But
That's what I'm here for.
I apologize. You know, I'm just kidding. No, I didn't mean to lose my thought. But so I actually though tried to get sober then, but I didn't want to do AA. I didn't want to do nothing. And so when I got like 28, whatever your age was, I'm coming up on 12 years. But
so you got sober at 28.
I tried to do what you did. So I'm that guy.
Yeah,
but my whole point is I'm that guy. Like, yo, get it now because what you did.
Yeah.
You know, and that's but me, bro.
Yeah, but see, like,
it
not
was
to cut you off.
situation.
I don't want to cut you off, but it's just like a different. Like, see how you said you did. I like to say it the way I like to say it to myself is I do, because I didn't do shit. I'm still doing it. It don't matter how long I have sober. I could walk out of here and relapse instantly.
Yeah.
If I don't do what I have to do, if I don't maintain what I do to stay sober.
Yeah, now on a 24-hour a day process, one day at a time, I do it. I'm saying back then though, I wasn't doing shit.
Yeah.
Like basically the reason why I got sober is because I didn't want to suffer. I didn't try to get sober. I wasn't like I went to jail and I just wasn't doing nothing because I felt like a loser the way I was acting. I felt like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't like I was like, yo, here goes the plan. I'm gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't like, yo, this is the plan. And like I didn't even want to do AA. Like I went to a halfway house, all the stupid shit. But like I noticed that my life got better. Wall. Well, my life got better when I wasn't on nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to hold jobs, figure stuff out.
Well, physically, the outside, the physical world, of course, you put a drink or a drug down, you're going to get better.
Yeah.
That part of your life is definitely going to get better, no matter what. My experience is, but the inside, the way I think, the way I feel, the way I view the world, that doesn't get better unless I do some internal work.
And that's the do that you're talking about.
That's the do. That's the thing that I have to maintain. That's the thing that I got to continue to work on.
That 2-letter word means a lot. Do.
Yeah,
what you do.
Do.
You know,
like Nike, just do it.
Yeah.
You know, like do it. It's action. It's for me. It's all about action. It's what I'm doing. Is the difference between this time, any attempt of me trying to get sober in the past. It's all about what it's no longer like what I'm saying. It's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because I could talk to anybody and convince anybody anything. But are my feet following? Am I putting the footwork in?
Are you being kind to people? Are you being kind to yourself? A lot of people talk about the 10-step. I want to bring this up, and that's it. And they're like, you know, did I harm anybody today? Did I do this? I always say, did I harm myself today?
Yeah,
am I thinking I could be an idiot again, going around people, places, and things, like putting myself in there? Do I owe myself an apology? How many people say, yo, I'm sorry, dude, to their self? Like, it's a little weird.
Yeah, but no, I get what you're saying.
But knowing where we come from and what we did out there, you better say sorry to yourself, because if you ain't the fuck sober, you ain't helping nobody either.
Yeah, that's true.
Now you brought up your dad. I do want to bring this up because it's important to me. And your uncle, you know what I mean? I'm not. These are people that helped me throughout my recovery. You know what I mean? Like I went to the Malvern retreat with you. That was a little crazy. Right? It's nuts, wasn't it? It gets a little goofy up there. Like it's just like, all right, but and you're religious.
Nah,
not really spiritual.
I mean, I would say yeah.
I go up there.
I mean, I was raised Catholic, and I still like
I like going up there because it's all AA people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's basic. I mean, it is a religious thing, but it's an AA thing.
But that's more of a reason why, you know, I go. I went like 9 times.
Yeah. But I only went. You know, I only went that one time.
Yeah, it was
a one and only time I went.
It
was great. No, I had a really good experience. I don't know. The sleeping got me. I couldn't sleep.
Nah, at home. You like being at home?
Yeah, I want to be at home. It was a great experience, though. I like at least try it, and if you like it, continue to do it. It just.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I had a blast.
I'm going to do it again. I want to do it again to see if I have a different experience.
As I kept going, though, like, because I was going so much, I started to get a little bored myself. I'm just, being honest. But But the thing that made it always interesting, though, is meetings and then all the people I know there. Though.
people,
That's what makes it fun, and then going out to eat stuff
yeah,
like
it's
that because
cool. Yeah.
everybody goes and
It's
eats.
great
It's a good
fellowship. It really
experience.
is.
Very good experience. But I get bored because I'm a
yeah, and you're a little nuts.
I'm a little
you
antsy.
Get bored. You get bored fast.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean, but yeah. So, but yeah. So you were talking about your mom, how she called it, or whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
your mom is a wonderful woman, dude, and
she naturally. What I have to work so hard for, like I have to consciously try to be a good person, try to be spiritual. Like I have to do certain things. It's natural to her.
Yeah, like how like people say, I don't know if it's envy, but there's like a good way to envy something.
Yeah, you admire.
Admire,
That's a good word.
Yeah, better. Because envy sounds a little dangerous and weird
well,
and
it
evil,
is.
right?
Envy is very
that bad?
One of the 7
All right, well, I didn't mean that then.
I get it, you admire.
Yeah, so your mom's a great woman.
Yeah, she is.
Your dad, phenomenal dude. One time I was I told your dad, I said, I wish like I would have grew up with a father like you. Yeah. And then it goes back to like his answer is, but you like basically you're dealt the cards that you're dealt.
Yeah.
But I'm here for you anyway.
Yeah.
So it's always like me. I always like shit like that. It's like, yeah, dude, pat yourself on the back. It ain't that bad. Like you're where you're at now. People care about you and love you and all that. But your dad, dude, and your mom love their kids so much, dude. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like
I was never shy of love. There was not. I had so much love, and I still did. Like so much in my family.
Yeah, like they
very
like, truly love you.
Very
like
blessed.
I mean, I guess like all parents love their kids like that. I don't know, dude. I don't know how it goes. I just know what I see, and I know that like, dude, yeah, I admire it, of course, because your dad's a great guy. You're a great dude. Your brother Frank, like Santo. Your mom, stock. Like good stock. But yeah, very good people that have good family values, bro. Yeah. Like you know what I mean? It's shit that I never knew, like that I still don't really know all the way. And even your uncle and all that. Like,
but I'll tell you this.
Like he taught me things, I'm saying. Like your father taught me like the nice way and how to like even you, like I was like, how do you know when you love somebody? And you were like, you put them in front of you. Like I was like, wow.
Yeah, I learned that from my mom.
Yeah, but that's just what I'm saying. That's what I mean. It comes down, bro. Like you know what I mean? You have good upbringing, very good upbringing, and your uncle taught me things though, like very smart things, like the way to look at life, and it's just it's phenomenal. But your dad texts me
every morning.
Nah, not every morning. Lately, you better get on that, dude. Even if I don't answer, dude, I still say it. But
that's probably why he stopped doing it, because you don't answer.
That is probably why, though. Because you know why? He says good morning, and then sometimes I see it in the afternoon, and I'm like, damn. And I don't like saying good afternoon.
Yeah, just say good. I do. Text me too.
I don't want him to punish me, though. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I want to be punished by somebody's parent. Like, yo, you're grounded. I'm like, all right, I'm listening.
My dad never punished me.
Nah.
My mom was a tough one.
Yeah, she'll kick your ass.
Yeah, she cracked me a couple times.
She seen me one time. What's wrong with you?
Like, I drove her nuts, man.
Yeah, like
we used to battle too, because we're a lot alike. Battle. And then coming from Frank, Frankie's never did it. Not that he never did a thing, but Frankie was a good growing up. And then they had me. I drove him crazy. And Santo was an ace. My lower brothers are the best.
Yes.
Yo, really?
I call him a movie star. He ain't even in the movies. And then I said, well, you could be a professional something. Like this kid's a good kid, man.
He's my favorite person in the whole world.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He laughs. You say anything,
he just laughs at you.
Yo, dude.
He really is the best.
I called TJ for 8 years, right? And when 95% of the time I go, yo, dude, he starts cracking up. I don't know why it's funny, but I just go.
Yeah, I tell you answer the phone every time.
Yo, dude. Yeah, like something going down, but there ain't. I'll be like, yo, dude. And I'll be like, what's up, buddy? Yeah. So you're married.
Married.
Yeah.
A year. I've been with my wife. My saving grace. 11 years. Married a year. But I've been with her 11 years. So she's seen the brunt of it.
Yeah.
Stayed with me anyway.
She stuck by your side.
Yeah. Saved my life.
Thick and thin.
Bro, saved my life.
Thick and thin, yeah.
It's not even close.
And you don't live with your parents, obviously, but now you have your own house.
Yeah.
Your wife's phenomenal too, though. That's what I'm saying. Like a good woman, dude. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Now, when you got married,
she saved my life.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Still to the day does.
And why do you feel like that, though? Like, I know, of course, obviously the way you were, but what, knowing what? Like, that's
like stuck by me anyway, no matter what. like I know she truly, truly loves me for who I am and what I am. I might get a little emotional,
That's
honestly.
all right.
Um, I, and people always say this, right? Like you can't get sober for other people. You got to get sober for yourself, right? Like you always hear that a lot, and I agree with it. I do agree with it. But I wanted her. She is me. You know what I'm saying? Like she is my life. So getting sober for her, that was my motivating factor. Like I couldn't lose her. That's what motivated me to continue to stay sober, and then in turn, like found myself and worked on myself, and then stay sober for myself. But that was it. That was my motivating factor to really give this thing a shot. Like, cause she left me. Like in the 11 years that we've been together, this time I got sober, she left me for a couple months.
And it scared you.
It scared the shit out of me. It scared the shit out of me.
And now everything's good though.
Yeah, better than ever. Our relationship's great.
And you know that she got your back no matter what. You know what I mean? It's valuable to you.
Yeah, it is.
Very valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Very what's three things in life that you like you stand by? Like three values that you go by it, you know.
Like from
what
like
makes you as a
three
person,
things.
like three things in your life that make you who you
So
are.
like, and these things come from my family and like how I was raised and what's important. One's be positive. It came from my grandfather. It was one of my mom's dad. He died when I was young. I was 7. But he passed that down. Like my mom always told me that.
Everybody says it. Yeah.
Be positive. Like in the darkest of times, try to be positive. And it's not always easy. It's hard, but I try. Be kind. Like treat people, like basically treat people how you want to be treated. That comes from like the Catholic religion, the Golden Rule. But that's in every religion if you look that up. In one form or the other, that's like the
be kind to people.
Treat people how you want to be treated.
Treat people like you want to be treated.
Yeah, and that I try to do that. Also, not easier said than done, but it's something I try to live by. And let your actions speak louder than your words. Don't everyone don't need to know what you're doing. Just do action. Like I keep saying, action. Let your actions speak louder than your words. I would say they're the three like things that are on the forefront of my mind. Like that. Try to be this way.
There's a lot of them though, probably. That you keep going. You know what I mean?
And then debate like honesty, integrity, all that.
Yeah,
but
loyalty.
Those are like the more specific things. Like they're the three things that I try to keep.
They're actions that you
be
take.
kind.
Yeah.
Be positive.
Yeah. They're more like actions.
Do things. Yeah. Do things and just do them. Just to do them because they're the right things. You know what I mean? Everyone don't need to know you're doing it. Just do it.
Well, they say too, like keep your love life and family family life personal. You know what I mean? Like don't let people know about your love life or anything like that. Your finances, and don't tell people your plans because everybody ain't happy to see what you're doing. Yeah. You know, that's what they say. I ain't 3. I'm just saying that's what, you know, and there's actually, I read another one, 5. I might have them on my phone, but everybody, you know what I know, like how many people have like told you something was going to, like throughout time, like even me, I talked about it before. Like, oh, that's hard. Don't do that. This is like disappointing information, like that you would have to stay away from because you're trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like you're about to do something. Like I experienced this a lot in my whole entire life. I talked about it on another podcast.
Well,
like another show, but
I want to say like it matters who it's coming from, too. Like if it's, of course, everyone's gonna have. I've noticed that majority of people are negative before they're positive. People are gonna say the negative.
I'm one of them, man.
Rather than a positive, yeah, but you're really not. You beat yourself up.
I panic about
you
the
beat
negative.
yourself up.
Yeah,
you're not negative. Like if I told you, Rob, I want to go build a skyscraper, you'd be like, all right, let's go to the lumber. Yeah, you're positive.
As far as somebody else, myself,
you're negative on yourself. You beat yourself up. I tell you that all the time. But you're one of the most.
Says it too. Yeah,
you're one of the most positive people that I know when it comes to that. Like if I literally could come to you and say, yo, I want to like build a country. You'd be like, all right, come on, I'll drive you. You really would. I thought you were going to say something. You really would. But I've noticed that majority of people are negative before they're positive. If it's someone that I don't not that I don't value, I value everyone as a person, but like, it is what it is. Like, yeah, all right, I'm not going to listen to you, but if it's someone that's very close to me, I better listen because I know their motive is good. I know they're telling me this with good intentions. Or they're trying to protect me. They love me. They want to see the best for me. So if I really want to do something, no one's going to stop me.
Yeah.
Positive. I want to say in a positive way because I was like that in a negative way. Like people are like,
well, if you came to me and you were like, "Yo, I want to do this," like you're gonna do it anyway, type shit. Like you could in a good way, though, not bad.
you'd help me.
No, I would say, well, all right, well, so what's the goal? What's the end goal?
Yeah, yeah.
Or what's the
All
way?
positive.
What's the way to do it? You know what I mean? Let's figure it out. I run blind in the dark. You know,
but that's why you're one of my best friends. Because I want to surround people. I want to surround myself around people like that. I don't want to be around negative people that are always going to put me down.
I've been around,
not be behind me when I want to do positive things. You know what I mean?
I've been around people that are straight like, oh man, nah, that can't, that's that. Work. You know what I say though? Yeah, this is the crazy part. Maybe you might learn something from this. When somebody tells you that, dude, you should do it faster. Yeah. You know, when somebody tells you like, nah, bro, I know somebody that did this, or somebody else tried it, it didn't work. Like, you know what I mean? Me in my head, I go, yeah, well, they weren't doing it right.
Like, but so you come to me, we talk all the time, right? You'll come to me with these ideas. Sometimes I'll say like, and I hope you realize this. Mm-hmm. I'm not ever gonna be against you, but I might like question something that you want to do, right? Yeah, exactly. And when you listen to me, because you know that I have your best intentions in it. Like sometimes it's constructive criticism.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And of course I listen.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I try to gauge the difference. Is this person coming to me with good intentions, or are they just being negative? Like, nah, you can't do that. I mean, it's impossible. You know what I mean?
Me talking honestly is like, you know, I'm in recovery. I'm a normal person, so you know, anybody, regular people that ain't even in addiction, go through problems and think crazy. So you'll be like, "Yo, you want me to be brutally honest with you?" Mm-hmm. That's what I need to hear.
I always say that to you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's what I'm saying because I know I do. Listen. I want you to know that you listen. Like I mean, I listen to you.
I know you do.
So you'll be like, "You want me to be brutally honest?" The thing is, though, is like there's certain people I know that if I was like, "Yo, I'm about to snap out of whatever," they'll be like, "All right, yeah, you're a dude that I know that'll give me advice to keep me out of prison, keep me on the right track, keep my life in order, and when my head's going crazy, let me know everything's going to be all right." Because I'm a type of guy where when bad things happen, this only happened to me twice, to where I honestly spiraled out of control so bad that a couple people, I mean, dude, in the last year, what I'm going to say, and I'm going to end it, like end what I'm saying with this very fast or whatever. If I ever interview and somebody wants to ask me, I'll talk more about it. But at one point, I felt like almost everybody left me, and I almost broke down because of it. And I felt like everything, like I didn't know where I was at. I honestly, I was so in my head that I didn't even know what was going on some days. Like, and I was sober, dude. This happened. At the end of it, though, a higher power saved me, I believe, and good people like you, and made me realize to think positive. For real, though. Be patient. And then the rough side of it is everything ain't going to go the way you want, but you damn better make sure, dude, that you're fucking trying to make it the way you want it. Because that's what was going on. I was so worried about what everything else was. I wasn't worrying about what I was doing. You got to move your feet in this thing, dude.
You know, so I've had experiences sober. I'm saying sober. This is after the fact. Oh, who's that?
Well, every once in a while they spark. I don't know why they're starting a jet now. Dude, it's like 2 hours before the jet leaves. Did you hear the jet start?
The jet took off.
I didn't even want to let the people know that
scared the shit out of me.
There's a waitress over here. I hand the water bottle to when you were getting emotional.
They're cooking for us right now, right?
I didn't want to mention it, dude. But I ain't going to eat the food here.
So I went through things sober. Of my doing. Like, I've made plenty of mistakes sober. Believe me. For people who know, they know. But and you mentioned a higher power, and the whole goal of recovery, my recovery, is based on my relationship that I have with a higher power.
Why'd you say my?
I just always like
suggestion wise what you do yourself.
Yeah, like I can only talk from my own personal experience. I like to say I don't want to like
that's all right.
tell people what they have to do. That's what I do.
That's good. Yeah.
But what I've noticed since I've been in recovery and like got a relationship with a higher power and trying to maintain that through the way I live, I'm human, right? I'm gonna make mistakes. I've made them, big ones. If I use my higher power to get me out of it, right? And I have certain things that I do. I have it like a program that I live by, and I try to live a certain way. If I apply that to my everyday life, and when I make mistakes, like you mentioned, a 10-step, right? 10-step is just 4 through 9 in my daily life,
Yeah.
right? Like I do an inventory. What am I doing wrong? I talk to my higher power, and I talk to someone else about that. Most of the time, it's you. 6 and 7, I'm diagnosing. Why am I doing it? What character defects are coming out of me that are making me do this? And then 8 and 9, I have to make amends when necessary. That's the 10-step in my daily life. Yeah. If I have to live like that every day, that's how I maintain my connection with a higher power, right? So when I make mistakes, I act on my character defects and my shortcomings. If I use that process to get through it, I always got stronger. I always got closer to my higher power through that. That's so it's not necessarily like I can't beat myself up. It's I have to put the footwork in to get over it and get to the other side of it. And every time I've got stronger spiritually because of it. I keep the card in it's my bookmark. It's the back of Paulie's mass card.
Okay.
Pain's a touchstone of all spiritual growth. Through every season of grief, the hand of God, when it seems heavy or unjust, new lesson for life will be learned. I live by that. That doesn't give me the bailout. Like that doesn't mean all right, I could go make all these mistakes and all I got to do is like pray and I'll be fine. I can't live that way. But when I do make these mistakes, when things happen, they're out of my control and I'm all in my head. If I go to my higher power with it and live this way, I'm going to grow spiritually because of it. That's been my experience so far. It hasn't failed me yet. And if I continue to do it, I continue to grow. That's what it is. Like
the reason why that was on the back of his mass card, I only can imagine, is because he always would say it.
Yeah, that was his thing.
And the thing, yeah. How much time did he pass away with?
43?
43 years?
So, yeah. 42 to 44 in that.
Years. Sober. That guy, listen, man.
And when I say the guy who said, sit down, shut up, kid, you don't know shit, that's who it was.
I know.
I actually got a tattoo for him.
Well, he was, yeah. I got an argument with him.
Oh, yeah. No, you got plenty of arguments.
Yeah, but I mean, I got an argument with him. The craziest shit is I seen him 2 weeks later, and I stopped at Front and Snyder, and I seen him, and I got out of the car, and I'm like, yo, I'm talking to him. About 5 minutes into the conversation, I remember I got an argument with him. I forgot. Yeah. And I felt so uncomfortable, and no bullshit. He was the best. It's okay, kid. Yeah. We're all right.
He was the best.
But when we argued, though, I said to him, it was over some bullshit, whatever. And I went up to him and I said, listen, I want to apologize to you. And he went, and if anybody knows him, he went, I accept your, what did he say? I accept your apology. Now get the fuck away from me. And dude, he didn't curse. He tried not to. He was mad, dude. He's mad. He was mad at me. But
he got over it.
He wind up, he was
a man.
Definitely being.
He helps it. God helped.
God helped him.
Through him, yeah.
I mean, that's
God through him helped save my life, honestly.
I was at Cherry Hill Mall, right? And I if somebody was following me, this would have been crazy. But I go in the store, and the guy makes paintings. If you're ever at Cherry Hill Mall, there's like all these different
Yeah. They're sick. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I go to the thing in the middle, and I'm looking at them. And I'm like, I go over to the guy. I say, yo, you did this? You know, all this art? And he goes, no. The owner's not here. I'm like, oh, all right. I said, where's he at? Crazy story. You know what I mean? So he goes, if you go down and make a left, he has the store.
Yeah.
I go down there. I say, are you the owner? What? Rachel, and I'm like, something's telling me to go down there. And I had this experience, whatever. A lot. Yeah, I told you shit like that. I whatever, dude. I'm not getting to know people think I'm crazy. But I have thought of shit too much maybe, and it happened that way. Whatever. Yeah. Maybe I'm playing chess too much. Like where I'm thinking every move. Yeah. I go in there and the dude's talking to me. And he goes, I got a beard. Yeah. He's Muslim. So he's looking at me and he's like, He's like, are you Muslim? I said, no. He said, oh. He said, what are you, Catholic or Christian? And I'm looking at the guy and I'm saying to myself, I'm here looking at your painting. So now I start talking to this guy. I said, I don't believe in any religion. He said, what do you mean? I said, I believe in God, a higher power. He went, no religion, though. I said, no, because man could distort words. I'd rather just believe in one thing. And I believe that that is good orderly direction. Mm-hmm. And I believe that living right, treating people the way you want to be treated. Because I walked around for many years, dude, treating people like shit. Like everybody. I did horrible things to people. I put people's lives in danger. When you talked about like, oh, yo, it's a 50% chance, there was times when I looked at the people with me and I said, we might do this and not live. This might not work out in our favor, but we're going to do it.
Do it anyway.
And we would go and do whatever we were doing. We did tons of shit, whatever. Yeah. I mean, my one buddy, I could talk about it right now, is he robbed 8 banks. And he wound up going to federal prison for 10 years or whatever, but he passed away. So all that, dude, he did probably say 20, dude, that didn't kill him. He survived through it all, and then he winds up doing this shit, and he gets that shit, what do you call it, endocarditis.
Oh, shit.
And then it attacked him, and the antibiotics, and it worked, dude. Now, this is one of the strongest people I ever met in my life. Yeah.
Physically.
Dangerous and funny.
Yeah.
Great dude. Like, it sounds crazy, Rob Banks.
Did all that shit.
But he literally was a great dude, but he was strong. Like, this dude was a strong dude, man. I mean, and on the street level, all that crazy shit we talk about, like, he was a strong dude. He was, you know, and a lot of people know him. But what I'm saying is, though, is it killed him. You know what I mean? But so I'm in the store, and the guy's talking to me, and I said to him, I said, the world needs more people to love each other and be kind to people. And he said, what do you do? And I said, well, what I do is when people get out of rehab, I help them, and whatever. I got into the whole spiel with him for a couple minutes with what I do. And he looked at me and he said, but why do you do it? And the truth of the matter is, dude, is because before I die, I want to be able to help as many people that died. I want to try to prevent people to not have to die. If they're going to, they're going to. If they're going to do this, they're going to do that. That's why I'm so passionate on Facebook talking shit. People are like, why is he talking like that? Like, why is he getting mad at everybody? Because I don't fucking stand, and I don't care who likes it. I don't stand for people that are doing shit that's not going to help people, but they're making money off it. And I'm allowed to say that. You know, if Martha Stewart could get locked up for insider trading when 97 million and people are like, I'm allowed to say, dude, like, if you have what you're doing and you're false and it's fake and you don't care, you lost your niche, your goal, you know what I'm saying? You're all your shit's messed up, dude. You're putting people's lives at risk. Why is that bad to say? Why? Because I'm in South Philly? Well, here goes the news check, though. And this is what I was talking to the guy about. I am the largest, without a nonprofit, don't accept no government money, nothing, in Philadelphia.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll say it here, don't matter. If anybody is from Philly, dude, you call me, dude, and you, whatever, I'll help you. If you, like, hopefully you can come in, because it does cost money to come in. Like, people always criticize, but I'll help, dude.
I'm going to say this.
I'm not explaining myself. I want to make that clear. I'm not. I'm proud of what I did.
Yeah, absolutely. And you should be.
And it all ties in, though, is I told the dude in the store, I had people try to tell me not to do my dream. Imagine if you had a dream. Anyway. I know, but imagine if you had a dream. You don't know where it's going to go. It's going to take a lot of work. I don't know when I'll be able to relax when people can help me. But I have people tell me, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, if your whole dream, yo, this is my dream to do this. Your dreams are crushed. You can't don't do that. Don't do it. Not even like, this ain't friends. This is like people that are close. And I left everything, dude, to make sure that I do this because it's important to me. I'm sorry to interrupt you as you were about to say something, and the guy said that you're going to be blessed one day. He said, but you might be blessed after you're gone. And I said, what do you mean? He said, maybe somebody will carry on your dream.
Your legacy,
so it lives forever. I say that, and well, you know, so might not be now, but
this is like, I feel like, and some constructive criticism, I feel like you you don't give yourself credit for what you do. And I said this earlier in the podcast. I see it firsthand. You're saving hundreds and hundreds of lives. If you don't believe that, I don't know why you don't believe it, because it's the truth. The reason why you got to where you are now and you were able to grow your program as big as it is because I truly believe you're doing it for the right reasons. You're not lighting the world on fire.
No.
But your program is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're saving lives. And because your heart's in the right place. Yes, we know them personally. There's people that do it for the wrong reasons, strictly for financial gain. They're never going to be able to maintain and get to where you're at. We've seen that also. It don't get nowhere because their heart's not in the right place. You just got to keep doing what you're doing and block out all the outside noise. You focus so much. Like, if one person, you're the type of dude, and I am too. That's why I could say it to you, and that we know each other. You're like my brother, so I'm going to say it to you. You're the dude that if there's 10 comments, 9 of them are good, and that one is bad, you beat yourself up over the bad.
Yeah,
Would you agree? You're like that?
Yeah, because they always remember you for the one bad. Yeah, like you do 100 things right, you do one thing wrong, you're a jerk off.
That's fine because I think that's you being like that is what got you to.
It's the motivation.
It's the motivation to get where you're at, and you put the work in to get there. Yeah. But on the flip side, you're blind to the 9 good comments.
Yeah.
You're also not realizing what you're doing. You need both.
I love people.
That's true. Yeah, you love hard. I know you do.
I mean, I love people.
Yeah.
You
give their shirt off your back for people.
I would. I have. I tell you a crazy story. I walked out of me. I'll bring you up.
Hey, gave the shirt.
You with no fucking shirt on, dude.
You told me that.
That's weird, dude. Whatever. But yeah, I think it gives me. Sometimes I get upset and I do that. Like, really, the truth of the matter is like, I wouldn't even care what anybody's doing, but it's not like we're so like. It's not sneakers or like food store.
Nah, it's people's lives.
It's people's lives. That's why I care. If it wasn't that, then I wouldn't even like. I'd be like, all right, whatever.
I see that. Yeah,
I got the best clothing line.
I get that.
But
I get what you're saying. Like, if people are putting people at a risk, like, it has to be said.
And people don't realize, like, people think that, like, on a South Philly level or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not just, dude. It's not here. I'm talking about anywhere. It could be in Michigan. I don't care. Don't do it then. It's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. And people are like, oh, I was talking, what you trying to do? Like, dude, listen. You know what I mean? I'm not behind you, dude. I'm lapping you, dude. I know that. But I don't want to be that cocky, you know what I'm saying? Because then that ain't cool either, though. Like, oh, yeah, look at it. But, yeah, I'm fucking smoking hot because I'm coming. And the reason why, though, is because it's all about them. And a lot of the credit goes to my management.
Absolutely. You got the right people around you.
All of it does. Really, though, because day to day, throughout and out, yeah, I am, dude. I'm around every day, all day, this and that. But, dude, my managers are phenomenal, dude. Yeah. Without them, I wouldn't know what to do. There's always somebody else stepping up when one leaves. It don't matter.
But I truly believe that your program was able to grow to the size that it is because your motivation's right. I honestly, truly believe that because I know you and I know what you do. And from the very beginning, you had the right intentions. Like, you truly, truly do want to help people. Is it a business? Is there money involved? Of course. Like, you wouldn't be able to have a house if it didn't cost money. You're not a fucking billionaire.
Listen, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Dude, people that wash windows make money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course it does. But your intentions are right. I'm telling you, if you believe it or not, I know they are.
Panhandlers make more money than me, probably.
They might.
Hey, really?
I actually might start doing.
I met a dude that said he made $400 a day. Just saying. So even
I'll go right now. You want to go?
That's
now?
what I said. I'm gonna have to start panhandling. Does it got a 401k? No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, dude. Man, bro. I mean, honestly, that's why though. That's why I'm happy to have TJ here, and like I was in his wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to him, I mean, you know, he cares about me. He let me be in his wedding, but it was the first wedding I was ever in.
Yeah, but you said it like that.
Nah, but that's what matters to me, though.
I let you be in my wedding. I wanted you to be in my wedding.
Nah, not like that. I say shit. Not like that. But no, I'm saying I was in the wedding, and it was a great experience for two people that I care about, like your wife, Kristen. I'll say. But you, dude, I love you like a brother. And to be in it, it's a lifelong memory that I'll never forget because...
Yeah, it was a good time. We had a good time.
Dude, cuz, come on. But, Yeah, and I had
Rob got some serious dance moves. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know you never show me. Yeah,
I know. I gotta watch it.
I
got it.
Yo, let me put the clip on. Let me put the clip on.
I don't know how to do it.
I do.
I'll
figure it out. Listen, fuck that. Yo, I got feathers, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, you gotta say it. It's great. But the reason why I like you is because, dude, I honestly probably could sit here and I know I've been talking to you for 8.5 years. So think about it.
Yo, we could really talk for about 4 hours.
I know. And the middlemen, this is what I'm trying to say. The middlemen is going to be a different show under the same
umbrella.
Evolution and Recovery Productions.
Now you're cornering me though.
I know.
You're putting it out there so now
hey, listen, my co-host, hand in hand, the middlemen, we're going to be talking. We're going to have people, or we're just going to be talking ourselves.
Tell us what you think. I want to know what you think.
That's what I want to know.
If you think it's a good idea.
That's good too. A lot of people haven't been commenting though. Like they'll throw a little bit of comments. This is what I think. And I'm going to tell you what I think. Right now, I have all these people that know me on there that are subscribed, which I appreciate. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. Follow us on the Facebook page, Evolution and Recovery. We're on Instagram, everything. But they're not commenting because they're like, I'm on there. I'm throwing stuff up all the time. Come on, dude. You're on your phone anyway. But no, I'm saying, you know how it is. They're like, here goes Rob again, dude. You know what I mean? What's he saying now?
Dude, he started his podcast. How long has it been? 2 months?
I feel like we're rocking, dude. We got almost 30-something thousand.
But you want to be Rogan. You want to be Joe Rogan in 2 months.
Honestly,
it's coming.
Yo, truthfully, I don't want to be better than Rogan because Rogan's the man, and I watch his stuff. I do. I watch him. I watch Patrick Bet David. I watch his stuff. I like them too.
Yeah,
they got good podcasts. But I want to be right up there with them, elbow to elbow. I want to be on their show to say how I am, but I don't know. But anyway, I mean, yeah, there's like more than 30,000. And then the shorts got all these, like, I got to, whatever. I'm trying to, when I set a goal out, I want to do it right.
Yeah,
I want you to put for it. Here it is. The recovery, the podcast. I want people to enjoy the show. Yeah. I want you to watch. This has never been done. This ain't been done. So I'm trying to bring something to the table that where people that we know and people like us can watch.
Can benefit from it.
This is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, pretty much, dude, I appreciate everybody for subscribing. Please, if you don't, let people know, subscribe, hit the bell notification, go on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I'm trying to figure out the Spotify. I've been a little lazy with that. I actually have somebody that's going to interview me. They know me very well. That should be a good episode. I don't know why. That might be episode 10. I might do that. And I'm thinking about getting shirts made, Evolution to Recovery podcast. And then I'm going to put 100 on the bottom for the first 100 people that bought a shirt or whatever. I'm going to do that. I'm going to see if I can do it through YouTube. If I can't, whatever, people that know me, buy them. And T, thank you.
I love you.
My man.
Oh, I love a bad shake.
I know, dude. Hey, look, I appreciate everybody for watching. Have a wonderful holiday, great Christmas, and
Merry
Happy
Christmas,
New Year, and
Happy
stay
New Year.
safe. Yep.